Leo, hello, how are you? I love you, okay? This message today is a very important message, okay? It's an urgent message here for you because some of you have had some really wild experiences that you can't explain, supernatural experiences. You could have always been connected to spirit, but there's something different now. It's intensifying, and you're like, gifts are increasing. They're way more than ever before. Your psychic power here is going to provide, and it is going to provide a lifestyle of luxury for you. This is something that the universe owes you, a luxurious life. You could feel like there's something very important about this because there's a lot of emotions that you have battled. There's a lot of battles, and they weren't all your battles. For a lot of you, physical ailments and mental emotions, having depression, having anxiety, having phobias, having this illness, having that, you're coming to figure out that none of this was your energy the entire time. There's a huge knowingness. There's a ton of clarity that's like really sinking in. And there's like times where you know this information, and then times where you just sink back into the old not knowing. And this has to do with your self-worth, because you're so psychically gifted that it's like people think that you're wrong. People think that you're making it up. It's like when something is above our intelligence level, when someone says something that's like way above our intelligence level, people find it funny. They think it's humorous. They think they're making a joke. They think that that person is actually really stupid when they're not. And there's that with psychic abilities is what's happening. You're picking up on so very much, even physical, your health. Okay, and I'm not a doctor. This is not diagnosis or anything. This is something that you feel in your heart, and in your soul. I'm seeing a lot of things right now. I'm seeing, like, when like you're watching a movie or something, and it's zooming in, and it zooms into this dog, and it zooms into the dog's eyeball, and then the eyeball ends up being like a huge picture, and it's zooming in of a different landscape, and it zooms into a flower, and then that ends up being a huge, city street, and then it zooms in on a kid. I don't know. It's like, you know what I'm saying? There's something here about traveling to other dimensions, and you could be doing this, but you have no context to explain it. It's like a knowingness that that is what is happening, and some sort of a feeling of going into something, like a going into a portal, and you get closer and closer but further away at the same time, and then it's like there's a gap of time where you're there. You know that, but you only know this after. They gifted you the knowingness of the after, not the during. There's beings that are helping you. There's beings that are helping you: unicorn, Sasquatch, star seeds. Okay, some type of alien beings. What's helping you? You'll know. You will know. Leprechauns, could be anything. Could be anything. For some of you, there's like lion beings that live in another realm. They're helping you. But what's happening here? What's happening here? It's like inception here. You're realizing, you're picking up on something here, that there is a key, and there's almost like a key that you're keeping from your own mind, like another version of yourself that's on that other timeline, but you have to come back to this timeline in order to get to that timeline. But the one that's already there in that timeline is helping you get there. But that didn't happen yet. It's in the past. But everything is happening now, so it doesn't matter. What? And for some of you, this windy road of life is going to lead to a love that you never even freaking expected. A love that makes you freaking speechless, that this type of love can be embodied in human form and expressed between two different souls. But it can. You're a magician, you're a maverick here, and you could have experienced a lot of mind games. You could have experienced a lot of gaslighting, a lot of experience with having a lot of narcissists around you, a lot of psychic attacks. I want to see about this because your psychic gifts are going to provide the life that you were born to live. And there is a bit of a journey that you have been on. It feels like Indiana Jones. It feels like, it's like we all know Indiana Jones is going to get the treasure. He's going to get the treasure. He's going to get the girl. I've never watched Indiana Jones, but I can tell you right now. He's going to get the treasure. He's going to get the girl. He's going to get out of whatever situation he ends up being in. And that is your energy right now. There is an adventure that is pulling you. And you're going. You're going, baby. And you don't even have to leave your home to do it. But some of you, it is going to require leaving. Comfort zone for sure. And the physical life. And what it has to do with is, instead of the physical work, why do you have to work? This is saying you're used to working, you put in daily effort, and then you get something. And the universe is like, no, you just get things. Actually, you just get stuff. It's like I'm getting Jupiter Ascending now. Wow, I never channel that movie and I freaking love it. Jupiter Ascending, it's like she is a maid. Mila Kunis is a maid in that, you know? And it's like, actually, you're the queen of the universe, all the dimensions. I don't want to ruin the movie, but I pretty much did if you didn't see it. But no, it's worth seeing. It's really worth seeing, and really, you figured that out quite early, so it's not really ruining it. But there's a journey. There's a journey that you go on. And here's the thing. People are going to show up on the road. And man, is that a rough one. Ooh. Yeah. It's within you, and this journey, it's going to show up. They're going to show up on the road. It's like, where are you going to meet runners? All of a sudden, you want to be a runner. Everybody who is a runner, there was a day, maybe there's like 5% of them were like running instead of crawling. When they were babies, and they were running from day one, okay? But most people, a lot of runners, like, no, they weren't runners, okay? They were just regular humans out here, unmotivated, and then one day they were just like, hey, I'm motivated. I don't know what happened, but I am. And where are they going to meet all these runners? They're probably visualizing, like, having this group of runner friends, and we make granola together, and it's amazing. You're going to meet runners out there running. You can't just, like, have you ever seen those people that it's like, you go skiing and they bought all this ski gear. They have every technological thing about ski gear, but they've never even been skiing. They don't even know how to put on the gear. And it's like, this is not going to be their, you already know this is not going to be their thing. It was a complete waste of money. They're not going to fit into the clique of skiers on this mountain. They're not gonna make it here. It's not gonna happen. You know? But the people that they just go out and they just start running, you know? And then you get into a rhythm where it's like, there is a day where you're not really a runner, you're just out there running. And then there's a day where, oh no, you're a runner. Right? And this is the thing. You still think that you're not a runner yet. You're just out there doing the motions. And you're trying to do it at like 4 a.m. so nobody's awake, so nobody sees you. It's like, no. No. The universe is like kind of like saying, no. You're a runner. You're a freak. You already are. And some of you, it's like there's something here that maybe you haven't even started yet. And that's the thing is, you're just gonna hit the ground running. You're just gonna like, you're ready, you know? If you ever meet somebody and you teach them a new game and they just like are so good at it, and it's like, what? How? And not just beginner's luck. I'm talking about they end up, you know, you teach them archery and the next thing you know, they're like going to France, winning archery competitions, international freaking archery. How? That's your energy about this. That's what I'm trying to say to you about this. But there is a part of it that's been very hush hush, and it's still going to remain very hush hush. We gotta see about this, because there's something here about this. Because I'm getting this energy like Divergent, and Divergent, it's like, okay, let's imagine the whole city and all these people. It's all one brain. There's a little part of the brain that's like, hey, the system is whack. We need to break out, right? But in order to do that, they can't let on to the rest of the brain, you know? So this is the thing. There's like this uprising here. And so here's the thing, is everything out here is yourself, is you. You know? So when you're trying to keep something, you're trying to keep it from it's like, this is what it is. This is what it is. It's like right here. This is what it is. It's like when you let go of people that you have outgrown, you also let go of the piece of yourself that you outgrew. That the piece of yourself that allowed them in the first place and maintain that friendship. So there's things that there's like layers to what you're letting go of. And also there's like connections, and it's giving me Harry Potter and Lord Voldemort. You know, they could read each other's read each other's minds here. Look, we have the Emperor and we have the Magician. This is very powerful. I'm telling you, this is a very powerful combination. And we just had the Empress out here. This is very important. You're very important. The gifts that you have are really important. This is the thing. This psychic power that you have is going to become solidified. It's going to become real. It's going to become tangible. It's going to be money you can touch. It's going to be the house in your dream place that you're living in. It's going to be your life. It's not just going to be something that you daydream or escape away to. There's something here that maybe you get together with one or two like-minded people and you have your little spiritual group, right? But now it's going to be expanded to, this is not just something that you do for an hour or two with close friends and you light a candle. This is a way of life. And the world and you are co-creating because the world and you are one. The universe and you are co-creating because the universe and you are one. Full alignment. That's the thing. And this is something that this universe has not seen. This universe has not seen the perspective. You have the Hangman. So this is taking place. When is this taking place? This is taking place as we're approaching Sagittarius season, November. This is within the next coming weeks here. Could be 10 days, could be sooner. This is important. This is very, very important. Because you're making something permanent. You're making something consistent. You're making something solidified within your being. And then the floodgates open. And then this is how your psychic ability ends up providing. And you end up living the life that you're actually born to live. I feel this energy. I'm seeing like an outline of a person. You could see spirits by seeing an outline of them. That could be something that you see, or you could see like the outline of a Sasquatch in the woods, but not really see them. You could see like the outline, an outline drawn, an outline being drawn, like a blueprint. Like a blueprint, because you have changed your blueprint. So now you're changing what it is, and it's like who you are is changed. Your DNA is changed. If you did my ancestry DNA and then you do it now, it's going to tell you different results. This is how this feels. You're different. Some of you may find out that your family is not who you thought your family was. Some of you have found that out, but you're finding out who your real family is. People are going to come out of the woodwork, out of nowhere to help you, out of nowhere to stand by your side. The Six of Wands and the Queen of Wands. People are going to come out of nowhere. It's like as you're on the road, the runners show up. That's where you're meeting these runners. So as you're going, the pathway unfolds. When you start walking, the fog isn't going to clear for you, but when you start walking, it clears a little bit. You walk more, it clears a little bit more. You can see what you need to see to go forward. So it's like you know what you're being given everything that you need. You don't, and here's the thing, you don't need much. You don't need anything, actually. And that's the part that could be a little bit like, I don't have anything though. Yeah, you don't need anything. That's the thing. There is like a story in this. There is a story in, the Queen of Wands is alone. She has this magnetism. She has this psychic power here. And it's like everyone is like afraid of her, but they idolize her at the same time. It's like very much so practical magic energy. If you ever watch Practical Magic, man, people in that town, they kind of tease them. They're against them. They hate them, They stare at them. They're like, oh my God, how dare you come to the PTA meeting, Write Sally on every paper. Get over it already, But like the second they need help with something and they call, 5 minutes later, every woman in that town showed up with a broom, and they're so excited, and they're telling all of these stories, and they're just so in awe, right? This is what I'm trying to say with people are coming out of the woodwork, and people are really going to be there for you though, too. For real. For real. And this Six of Wands, you're going to be seen then completely different. You're going to be someone that people come to give these psychic messages, to help them deal with these battles, to help them deal with other people, to help them learn their own psychic abilities, for them to be the emperor in their own lives, just like you have now become the emperor of your own. And there is love in this. There is a hint of love here, it has to be. This is reminding me of Miss Marvel too. This is reminding me of Miss Marvel, because in Miss Marvel, I'm pretty sure it's called Miss Marvel, but they go into different dimensions. Is her name America in the movie? Not the actress named America, but this girl. And they go into all these different dimensions, and there's like no way to explain it. And there's nothing to compare to her, to what she can do. Allies come up out of nowhere. Yes, that's the thing here. And there's love. There's so much love, like being loved and respected for what it is that you do. Getting to live a life that you love. You understand that you don't have to sacrifice. You have the Four of Wands here. You deserve to receive. Look at the Lovers is here. I'm telling you, this is a whole other world. It's a whole other world where you're seeing, look at, talk about interdimensional travel here, right? It's a whole other world where you are seeing that you deserve to have love, that you deserve to have support, you deserve to have the whole world working for you. It's like you're the key. You are the key. And so many are locked out. They are locked out. And you're helping them find that key within themselves. And this is the universe. This is the universal way to change out of this work mentality. I have to earn it. Out of this suffering, out of this fear, out of this endless pain. To take this leap of faith, go on this journey here. Something's going to happen to you in the night, and when you wake up, you're a whole other person. You have the Nine of Swords, and you have Judgment. You go to sleep one night, you wake up the next, you're a new person. The psychic gifts that you have, they're different. They're here, they're not going anywhere. They're going to get louder and louder and louder. Why are they going to get louder and louder and louder? Because Spirit is pushing you to use them. Spirit is pushing you to use them. Why? Because the world needs this. And because you deserve to reap the benefits of this. It's like your life purpose is intertwined with this life of luxury, and you're in this vibrational state of alignment with it. How great is that? Yeah. You're going to see soon. You're going to see soon. It's like, what is the point of all of this? All this, the psychic attacks, the mind games, this abuse, that abuse. You went through all the, just to get here. You didn't come this far just to come this far, but nothing is happening. What's happening? It's here. It's here. This is insane. Okay, Leo, this is what I have for you. Thank you so much. I love you. If you want a personal reading, it's in the description. If you want to know about hypnosis, change my whole freaking life, in the description.